when you think about job creation, also, if you see what's, some of the, the downtown, obviously exciting potential for our downtown that I really get excited about in the future. I think, to the extent that I'm passionate about the city and what its potential is, we're only here for a short period of time, and I know I'm only here for a short period of time, and I see so much to do, and I'm real proud that we're able to get it done. I mean, really get it done. I mean, if I was thinking that you might ask, what are you most proud of? And I was thinking, well, what would that be, And I think of kids like my daughter who used to blink because she couldn't read right. And I think of kids that are going to get intervention literacy teachers in the proper help at an early age that won't have to do that. Now, how much more prouder can you be than that? Actually having an effect on a child's life. Yes, we're at a crossroads here in our city. We've been moving very, very deliberately in a way that's going to make our city better, and it's helping its citizens. The financial turnaround of the city was not by accident at all. That was managing a city in a way that it should be managed and looking out for its future. We're heading into, I believe, very questionable economic times, and we're doing it healthy. We're not, the trend has been to, over these past years with the cuts in local aid and the economy, to eat away at reserves, and we've built our reserves. The trend has been to tax to the levy limit, and we've gone the opposite direction. We're poised for the future, whatever that future is in the city of Quincy. But we have certain things that we need to do in order to really take it to the next step, looking beyond the immediate couple of years down the road. In Crown Colony, Quincy Center is the table is set. You folks did the expose on Quincy Center and what really was required for a successful transformation, and we're there. You know what I mean? It's almost it's ironic in a way. Everything that was pointed out in that expose by the Ledger, we've systematically addressed in our Quincy Center area, and we're poised. We're ready to take that next step. Hopefully.
Is there something that you haven't yet talked about that you would like to share with us now about where Quincy Center is, or a plan that's coming close, or a decision that has been made that perhaps people have not heard about yet?
Yes. Well, like I said, I mean, whenever you get to this point in an election, and we've been working so hard to get in terms of pursuing the downtown, but I would say that we've been talking with this firm, Streetworks, for quite some time. And we've been making progress in our talks, and they're very much aligned with Stop and Shop Company.
Mm-hmm.
And it's no secret that they in conjunction with Ronus, have acquired a major asset in our downtown. Well, with the passage of the urban renewal plan that was approved by the state and passed by the city council, we have an opportunity, or the ability, I should say, to consider a firm to be designated, if you will, or a designated developer, or preferred developer for purposes of our downtown plan generally. The city has two major assets in the downtown, plus they have the ability to take key parcels in the downtown for development. And we'll be announcing that, well, I don't know, Streetworks in Stop and Shop have a financial relationship of some sort that is such that they've called off their search to go anywhere other than where they are right now. Great news. Again, building coalitions, reaching out and communicating with Stop and Shop at a critical time, I believe, made the difference there. And we, went to Stop and Shop, myself and a contingency of folks, met with the CEO a number of years ago, 3 years ago or so, 2.5, 3 years ago, when we heard that they had a search firm looking to go elsewhere. And we convinced them to reconsider, thankfully. And they did. And the result is they're still here. They still have 1,200 employees in the heart of our city. And that in and of itself is a great victory for our downtown. But more than that, they've got a financial relationship with this firm called Streetworks, who's acquired a major asset in the downtown, in the Bank of America building that goes all the way back to Cottage Street. In our talks, we've prepared to enter into negotiations with Streetworks exclusively for a period of time to determine whether or not a development plan can be for a period of time, and enter into true negotiations in terms of what's expected from the city and what's expected from the developer, so that if we're successful at the end of that period of time, we'll have a development agreement that will be something that will be very beneficial to our downtown. Streetworks.
What sort of period of time?
Well, 6 months with 6 months, depending on how things go, 6 month extension, because everything takes time. Believe me, we wish that things would go faster, but I will say this, Streetworks has in turn been negotiating with Stop and Shop and Target for the construction of an anchor store in the downtown. So they really are poised to hit the ground running if we can come to terms with the very specific project agreement, which the city has put together quite a impressive team of folks, consultants that are assisting us in that regard as well, and that have been participating for the last 6 months or so to get us to the point where we are with Streetworks. What we would like to do is, so we're taking it to the next level. Whether that's news, 2 weeks before an election. Believe me, I'm not. I wish it came sooner. I wish people would really understand how far we've come with downtown, and we've done it, by the way, by really doing it with public involvement, by getting the best experts, by reaching out to people, bringing stakeholders in, and by reaching out and partnering with the city council as well. And, that is, I think, reflective too of my leadership style, quite honestly. I mean, putting good people in place and letting them do their job.